Hi, my name is Alison. I'm Director of Education here at the National First Ladies Library. For this installment of Ladies in the Laboratory, we're learning about Grace Hopper, who was an early computer coder. She is super cool, and one of the things that she actually did was coin the term computer bug. So besides learning how to code with playing cards this time around, we're going to actually make our own computer bug. And it wasn't actually a computer bug the way we think of it, as something we need to fix with our computer keyboard, programming our computer. They actually found a bug in this giant computer. And what she did was she took the moth out and taped it down into her notebook and wrote first actual case of bug being found. And that's how the term computer bug was discovered. So in honor of Grace today, we're actually going to make our own computer bug robot. Are you ready to get started? This is what the robot is going to look like when we're done. And it's really cool. It's really fun. You'll see when we get it going. Here are all the things that are going to be in your kit. And the only things that you're going to need is hot glue, which you need to be really careful with, so get an adult to help you, and probably a pair of scissors. In your kit, you're going to find a CD, some electrical tape, 4 bottle caps, a little toy motor, a battery holder, 2 AA batteries, a cork, 2 alligator clips, and 4 toothbrushes. So how are we going to make all of this stuff look like this? Here's how we're going to do it. Let's get started. We're going to start by taking our CD, and we're going to take our battery pack, and we're going to find the center of our CD, and we're going to glue our batteries right onto the CD, just like this. And again, be careful. Hot glue guns are hot, but hot glue is the easiest that I've found to do it with. Now, be really careful that you don't glue your table, because I've also done that too, because you've got your little CD hole, and you're just going to count to 5 and hold it in place, like so. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is put my batteries in. So, the battery pack, once it's nice and glued down, sometimes we have to do this in steps and stops so it can have time to glue, but we'll just put it right here. So there's our batteries glued right on. And the next step you're going to do is gluing on your bottle caps. And you want to put your bottle caps basically equidistant from the batteries. And this one, you can either glue or you can tape with your electrical tape. I found that sometimes the glue doesn't stick very well, especially when I'm working really fast like this. I don't like to wait. I'm very impatient as a scientist and a maker. So I'm going to take some electrical tape and I'm going to glue or tape this down here. Oh, I'm going to need a little more than that. I'll cut it after the fact. And then when I get ready to glue my bristles on, I'll use glue. So I'm going to glue here, or tape, however you like. Tape this one on. Going to tape onto here. And one more piece of tape. And when you are done with your robot, you can decorate it however you like. So I did put some googly eyes in this kit. And with CDs, like markers, especially Sharpies, work really well. So again, we're going to flip this like so. And the next thing we're going to do, once we have this nice and ready to go, is we're going to get ready to attach our motor. And we're going to do so by taking our alligator clips and we're going to clip them right here to this part. So I'm going to clip one alligator clip here, like so. I'm gonna flip this little piece up and just clip it to that little part that sticks up there. And then I'm gonna take my other alligator clip and I'm gonna clip it here. And while that is drying, I'm just gonna put that aside. So when we get ready, once we have our bristles attached, we're going to add our alligator clips to that side. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hot glue gun and I'm gonna get ready to add my toothbrushes, and I'm gonna put them bristle way out because the bristles are kind of what makes it vibrate. Be very careful, hot glue is hot. But I'm kind of a hot glue pro now. And again, I'm gonna make sure that that's taped down when I'm ready to go. So I've got my glue here, here, and here. And I'm gonna let that sit for a little while. And I'm gonna show you on here just the detail of how I have that ready. So that's kind of like the cooking show, the voila of it all. The next thing you're gonna do is take your motor and glue it to the other side. Whoops, see, it needs some time to glue, like so. So you're gonna glue over here. I'm gonna put it right here so it's close to those wires. And I'm gonna let it sit and dry. Again, if you were me, you'd probably give it some time, but again, I wanna show you all of the stuff and I'm kind of impatient too. And then the next thing that I've learned, and it took me a while to learn this, but if you were with me with a drawing robot, you know that it's probably a really good idea to take some of this extra slack and tape it down, right? So we're gonna do that. Just like so. Whoop. Right? And the alligator clips are great because then you don't have to have an off-on button once you get everything clipped together. You just have to unclip one of the clips. And when I have my motor dry on here, I'm gonna take my cork and put it on. And the very last step besides decorating is attaching this part, these alligator clips, to the other side. And I'll show you with mine here that's nice and dry so we can watch it go, that I've got one clip on the wire and one clip on the toy motor, and the same for the other side. So once I add my clip, I am going to get my computer bug moving. And you can see the way that it moves is that it's a little off balance from the cork. So those bristles cause it to move slowly across the table. So it's a really fun project and I hope you try it at home. And if you have any problems with it, you can give me an email and we will troubleshoot with you. That's one of the best kinds of parts of science, is troubleshooting and trying to figure things out. And you might even have a better way to do it. Welcome to this latest installment of Ladies in the Lab. We've been talking about Grace Hopper, who was one of the computer scientists that helped make computers what they are today by working with computer codes. And we're going to look at computer codes today. Since I can't send you a computer in the mail, I am sending you a deck of cards. And with that deck of cards, you're going to learn some basic coding. So coding is a set of instructions written by a programmer that the computer carries out. And a set of those instructions is called an algorithm. So the first thing you're going to do is find a place on a table or floor that's cleared off and take your playing cards and make a 7x7 grid. Then you're going to take your Post-it notes and find a marker, a pencil, a Sharpie, and you're going to write start. So for this one, you are going to take your start card and put it somewhere on that grid. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps down and put your finish card somewhere 5 steps down. And the next thing you're going to do is create obstacles for yourself. So you're going to need to round up a few toys. And I have toys all over my house. Happy Meal toys or just little knickknacks you have around work really well. And you're going to put out about 5 obstacles. And you can do this a few times and keep adding more. And there are my obstacles. And now the thing that I need to do is write my algorithm. So you're going to use arrows, first of all. And you're going to use those arrows to tell me how far I need to go if I'm the computer to get to the finish by avoiding Elmo. And you might say, Miss Allison, this is so easy. All I need to do is go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And so 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I would make down arrows like so, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is my algorithm for getting to the finish line. Now I could make it harder by moving Elmo over, and maybe I make a bug and I do it wrong. So a computer bug is when there is a mistake in that algorithm. And I might invite a parent or a friend to test it out and fix that algorithm. The other thing you can do, because this is a lot of cards going one way, is you could create a loop. So a loop is when a computer repeats something over again. So for this one, my loop would be to go this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So for my loop on my card, I would make it look like this, right? So all I would need is this, and then another 4 to say to go down 4 here. So it's the same algorithm, but it's put out in an easier way. So this is a really fun way to experiment with computer coding, and you can add as many obstacles as you want, make it as hard as you want. You can move your start and finish around, and you can practice how computer coding works with just a set of playing cards, some Post-it notes, and some simple toys. So I hope you enjoyed today's installment of Ladies in the Lab, and please let us know how your coding goes.